I started out at WBGU FM back in training. It started in January 2017, so I've been with the station for about 2.5 years now. I started my broadcast. First broadcast was on April 8th of 2017.
I've been here since just this semester. So that was, I took the 1990s course with Phil Deskett, and then I immediately started my own shows.
I've always been interested in radio. Radio was something that I was fascinated with from a very young age. When I was 3 years old, I used to do my own radio broadcasts in my bedroom, and would put them on, would record them cassette tape. Well, I started out as a community member, just doing a show on Saturdays, 6 to 8, then it turned into 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. just because there's nobody on after me, and then I just started hanging out with the students, going to their events that they had planned and whatnot, and helped out, and then from there just got more involved, and they offered me the programming director spot. That's the position I've been in for the past year and a half, and now basically starting here in about a week and a half, I'll be the general manager.
The station's giving me an opportunity to kind of have a voice, I think. I think that's a big thing that it does for students here at BG. I think it's a way for students to be able to go on the air and talk about what they want to talk about. I mean, like, there's so many different things that are going on in the world or in people's lives, and so many interesting things or fun things to do that it gives you the opportunity to kind of talk about it and allow people to listen to what you have to say. And I think that's not just for me. I think that's for anybody who really wants to have a voice and have people listen to them. I think it's a big deal for sure, and I think it's something that attracts a lot of students to maybe want to do a radio show.
I got some rare Bob Seger stuff here in the station with me, and this record's got about 7 unheard Bob Seger songs you never heard before. This is pre-Bob Seger system stuff. This is Bob Seger in the last heard. This is when he first started out. He actually started out playing shows here in the Northwest Ohio area. A family member, uncle, who remembers vividly going to see Bob Seger play. Pretty much, yeah, that's the great thing about an independent radio station is you get to pick all the music. If I went to a corporate station, they would have a playlist already selected for me of songs to play that day. If somebody calls in and requests that song, you can't play that request until that song comes up in the playlist. You have to record like the phone conversation, and then play it like 3 months later, like finally this song comes up. But there's no way I'd be able to work at a corporate radio station.
I think it's important to get all the aspects of media if you can. Because you don't want to be, you can focus on one particular thing and that's fine, but to branch out and maybe try, radio or take an audio course or something like that just to see, another side to production. I think it's good to have a whole kind of understanding of all of production media.
Live and Loud started out as just an idea, like a live performance broadcast, kind of brainstormed it while working because I worked the door at Howard's Club H, and just kind of brainstormed it with a few of the local artists, trying to come up with ideas of live performance broadcast, whether it was in here or setting up in the studio and pre-recording it and then airing it. But we, Phil and myself, we found a way that the Stanton recording studio is connected to the radio station. We found that link and just put 2 and 2 together, and it was like, why not just set them up in the studio where it's a controlled space and have basically like you do like Jam in the Van videos or the KEXP stuff out in Seattle, or you see all sorts of different radio stations doing their own thing. And
I like to talk about feature things, especially in movies. Like I think it's interesting to sit down and have and have like 1 or 2 guests on when you start talking about this new Joker movie or like the new Avengers movie or whatever, or like what Rob Gronkowski's doing in his retirement. I think that's something people like to hear, sometimes, just because they may not look it up themselves, and then when they hear it on my show, it's like, oh, I didn't know you were doing that, or I didn't know that was coming out. So I think that's kind of the experience you get from it. So this is a great opportunity for students and even community members who do shows to be able to have a voice here in Bowling Green and talk about what they want to talk about. And whether it's for you or not, it's still fun for people like me who like to talk and want to do a radio show. And yeah, so I think that's really just what it comes down to. It gives a great opportunity for people to do what they want to do and have freedom on the radio.